Welcome everyone to the Freestyle Cast. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Hello, all.
What's up, Jay?
Hey, everybody.
All right, so we're going to talk about this rationally and professionally and calm. I'm not going to get overly crazy with this. We got an extensive comment that I did a video on already. And again, I thank you guys for giving us comments, but I see that something else is happening that I'm not really sure what this is. I don't know if it's a movement, whatever. But I just want to address the room because and cover certain things on these comments. Now, I'm going to ask my fellow colleagues questions, basically, and they'll tell you. Scott.
Yes.
Do you yes me to death?
No.
Jay,
sometimes you do make comments that I agree with, and you also brought up a comment about how this person, his body language shows blah blah blah. Half the time, I'm disgusted with what's being said,
right,
and something to be worthy of be discussed.
But it's not to me.
No.
Okay.
It's never towards you.
But I got to tell you, we have off airs.
Granted. Joe says things that's like, oh God, why did he say that? I mean, but everybody can see, but it's pretty much overall the cast will do that. But no, it's never.
Listen, if there's ever a situation where Scott wants to tell me something,
I will.
He tells me.
Yes.
We do like a little, sometimes we do off air. And he'll tell me, I don't think you should do this. I don't think you should do that. We should do this. And because Scott is not afraid to say.
It's like I'm thinking, okay, you'll be feeding these people. You'll be giving them reason. So by ignoring them altogether, you're not giving them the little fanfare that they want.
And the reason why we have to get this cast together is because he specifically mentioned, certain people mentioned, and he has a right to speak for himself. I can't speak for him. Mm-hmm. So seeing this extensive message, he has a right to respond to this. Because the person is judging his body language and making a false assumption on.
I don't know what body language they're talking about because I hardly ever express myself through body language.
No, you don't.
But this isn't a dig to the person. It's just it's a person's opinion that's not real, but it's not true. But okay, so Jay, there have been times where you have told me certain things you did not like or you thought something was wrong, correct?
Of course.
Even when, like, there were these alternate versions of me and characters and comedy and parody.
Is Joe on drugs?
Right. You would message me and you would be like, is something wrong?
You went off the air. You cut off your video to change back to whatever you're doing. And I said to Scott, do we need to call someone?
Yeah, he didn't know.
Have an intervention.
So he actually told me, I think you need help. You want right. So this was the funny thing. We have discussions about this. And he's like, do you have multiple personality disorder? It was like a whole bunch of different things.
Because that was
I think you need to talk to someone.
Whatever, you know.
Right. I think you need help. And then Scott would have to tell him, no, this is like Saturday Night Live. These characters, and it's a comedy thing.
I literally had to do an intervention for a very good friend of mine who did have multiple personalities.
Right, no.
We had to put him in a nut house.
No, this was this.
Did you charge him extra for all those personalities? Yes, and another thing Scott's going to hell.
I'm still waiting for the first check, but anyway.
So they will.
Does the person have opposite selves for this? I'm not going there.
Listen.
Let me tell you this. As Joe and Scott know, because they're my friends on Facebook, I am a Christian. I love the Lord. I believe in telling the truth. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to lie for you, so why would I lie for myself?
Yeah.
You ask me a question, I'll tell you point blank what I believe. You may not like what I believe, what I say, and I actually hurt my very best friend of 19, 20 something years. He asked me to tell him the truth. I said, I always have. And he asked me, is my wife cheating on me? I said, you don't want me to answer that question. He said, you're a liar.
Wow.
I just heard a couple of weeks ago that he just divorced that wife of 30-something years.
Wow. Wow. But he still don't talk to you.
He's an older friend, you know.
But he don't talk to you still.
Or he has not tried to get in touch with me to say you were right or
not that you need that, but you're there for as a friend.
Need that.
If you don't,
Right.
if you suspect something and you ask it and you get the answer you want, you honestly don't have any right to. I mean, granted, I can understand him being miffed for a time, but still, if the guy.
Now, the reason why I agree a lot of with Joe and Scott is because I believe what they're saying. I agree with it. That's the only reason why I would say yes most of the time. But there has been some that I just say, no, I didn't like that movie, or I don't think that's right, and all that. Because we each have different political views. We each have different views of movies, books, songs.
Yeah.
So we're not yes men. We're not getting paid.
Yeah.
If we were getting paid, I wouldn't be on YouTube.
Not yet, we haven't.
Yeah. I know. So here's another thing, and I'm not going to speak for anybody, but there's been stuff over the years that we've had, like votes and different things have gone on in our group. And there have been situations where there was a member that harassed other members and they were suspended. And there was another thing where someone was fired, meaning I don't tolerate anybody attacking anybody else in the group or me. And there have been situations where I wasn't aware and this person was doing different things, or in the cast they were disrespected. And I've had people flat out tell me, you know, and again, I don't want this guy in here. This person's in here, we're out, you know. And of course, I want everybody to be 100% comfortable.
Well, so far, nobody's ever attacked me, and if they do, I don't care. I don't care what people think about me or what their opinion is. I don't have an opinion on anybody else, you know?
Yeah, but this is not, what I want to explain to the public is, this is, everything in here is professional. Like,
exactly.
Everybody has a vote, and whatever we talk, like, I don't like to air dirty laundry, but sometimes when stuff like this happens, I have to talk. I have to. So, like, yes, you'll see me going like, whoa, what's going on, whatever, and shaking my hair and like, whatever. That doesn't mean I'm a child, okay? I treat this very seriously, this YouTube channel. And if there is stuff that goes on, we look at the situation, we assess the situation, and they have say. And if they don't want me to do things, we don't do it. Like I said, there was a situation where there was somebody in here that was so vulgar or whatever, and the group spoke in and they said, look, this person remains. We are all going to leave.
Yeah.
Because we think this will make your channel go downhill, and we don't like the direction. And again, it's like, these are all my cast members. Okay. Yes, it's called the Real Hoovians Cast. It's not just because it's a podcast. They're my cast members. Okay. So I value all their opinion. All right. And sometimes there's some conflict with us. Sometimes different things happen. I mean, we've had situations where people have changed and people have, you know, a lot of different things happen. We've had situations where there were wars, Hoovian 2 wars, whole bunch of different things, which wasn't necessary, but stuff happens. So I'm going to tell you that this show is not unprofessional in any way. Like, the podcast that we do, while we have fun on here.
Granted, it's improv so much. But
look, I mean, if you're going to judge me smiling in here or being giddy or happy, I'm having fun. You know, if I have to change who I am then this is not Matrix Lord 212. You want me to act like grown up, like I am who I am in my heart. This is the way my age, that this is me personally.
Right.
I am youthful. I am energetic. I am running around. I'm doing different things. This is what's been working for the channel. This is me. And I've done so much better this year than I've ever done. And the numbers don't lie. Now, again, I'm genuine though. I'm not being fake. I can't change who I am, and then it would be fake because it wouldn't be me. Okay, so yes, there was another thing that came up that people said, and Jay would agree. When I curse, I shouldn't curse. And I understand that.
Hey, you answer to the same Lord as I do, so that's up to you and the Lord. I don't tell anybody not to.
Look, you know what? It's up to me. I would have to go for reconciliation, penance, and that's on me, okay? But that's for me to wait. That's for me. Yeah, it's on me to deal with my priests and my church. Why I did that?
Let me say this. Because I've said this to every one that I've been on other YouTube channels, just commenting, not on video. And I will say, while they're ranting, I'll type in, "This is your channel. You do whatever you want."
Right.
If somebody doesn't like what you're doing, unsubscribe. Don't look.
Yeah.
It's my channel. I do whatever I want. You're not the boss of me. If you don't like it, fly off the cliff.
Right.
I don't care. It's your channel. Do whatever you want. If I don't like it, I'm gone. If I like it, I'm on stage.
Yeah. Now, I just want
to try to bring you down. That's all they're trying to do.
Well, I don't think everybody does.
Don't let them do it.
I don't think everybody does. But some people are genuine.
Well,
they think they're helping me.
That are doing it. I mean, the ones that are doing the bad comments and attacking you, they're trying to bring you down. And the reason why they're bringing you down, I'll give you the answer. Their life is in a bad way, and they're feeling down, and they don't like seeing somebody happy and their life is succeeding, or what Charlie Sheen used to say, winning. So they want to try to bring that person down. Don't let them.
No, I'm not. But there's also some people that think that they are helping me, that they have assessed the situation. This is the way it is, and they're the ones to solve the problem. Again, I can't say it enough. We have tons of members in here, right? It's my decision.
New ones that I've never seen before.
Right. It's my decision and mine alone if I want to have 2 people in here with me or 50 people in here with me. Now, they have basically assumed that because we don't have 10 or 20 people in here, that my channel has gone downhill. Right. That my channel is not the same as it was before. No, and this is me personally. I lately, the Matrix Lord from like years ago compared to Matrix Lord now, I like to have it smaller because we're not talking over each other. Right. There's no time limit. And I don't have to worry about everybody getting a voice to be tons of people in here. So in the past, I'm like, I gotta have 50 people, 40 people, 20 people. I Matrix Lord do it too.
Joe, I'm being a yes man right now. What am I gonna do?
Right. So like, as time goes on, like, so what if Scott's in just about every cast? And I've heard this many times.
I'm free.
And this doesn't bother me, and it doesn't bother him. We laugh about it.
He's kind of like the co-host. He's your Ed McMahon.
Right. We laugh about it because I believe these people, some people are haters. Like, they want to cause friction where he's not there. They change it up. No. He's going to be in here every single freaking time, and I don't care. And if he's not, he's busy. But Chris
If
is
he's
busy.
not, I don't usually watch it because he and you, that
Right.
is a good mix.
Right.
Y'all are good together as not as a couple,
Right.
but as a co-host and host.
Right.
Y'all are both funny in your own right. You both have opinions on different things, and it makes it enjoyable.
Yes.
If you have two people that agree on every single topic, it'd be boring as heck, and I'd leave.
Right. And we have people that totally disagree with us too, though, on here. There's a lot of opinions.
That's what makes
Jay
it
was saying,
fun is different opinions.
Speaking of expanding on what Jay was saying, is like half the time when it gets to the point where Jay is saying, you could actually close your eyes and wonder and actually picture the same person, or you could just simply blank out the footage altogether and just let it be a voiceover, and it's okay. It's pretty much.
Well, I'll tell you how I watch it. I'm playing a game on my one phone while I'm listening to the podcast, your videos on YouTube.
Wow.
With my earbuds.
Right.
I'm not watching it. I'm listening while I'm playing a game. That's how I watch all the videos.
That's good. It doesn't matter how you watch it. Some people are busy. They want to listen. They don't need to see my face.
Listening to it is great. Now,
yeah, we don't need to see our face.
When I first caught this channel, it was not I was looking for you. It was on my suggestion
from YouTube.
Because I had looked at I think it was either Variant YouTube channel or someone else's, well, I'll just say someone else's YouTube channel, and they were talking about Doctor Who, and I said, what the heck is Doctor Who? Right. I've never heard of it. Well, the next day, I'm on YouTube. Here comes this Matrix Lord 212 talking about the next Doctor Who announcement. And I'm going,
where I cursed more than I ever did before, yeah, right?
I checked on it, and there's I think there was 7 or 8, and Scott was on there. And Scott had to leave to go to work.
Yeah, that's great.
And then all of a sudden, one of them said, okay, it's coming. Here comes the video. Oh. And you said, what is it? I can't see it. And they said, it's Jodie Whittaker. And you said, don't you do this to me. and then you finally got it, and so did, what's her name?
Gloria was in there.
Gloria was in there.
Vaughn was in there.
Yeah.
Sally was in there.
One of them said, no.
Gloria was crying, yeah.
And you went, oh, F this. Oh, F
good.
And
I heard about this later. Oh, God, I heard about this later.
And I'm just stunned and all this cussing going on.
He sacrificed a canine.
And then I had to, because of what y'all were doing, it got me interested. What is this new doctor mess? So I went to the internet and I saw the video of her walking in the woods to the TARDIS, and had to find out what a TARDIS was. And then I got on to you and friend you on Facebook.
Right.
And I sent you a friendship, the whatever you call it, and I sent you a messenger, and I said, I met you, saw your channel, and I'm interested in this Doctor Who. Well, that's when you did this Zoom thing. You said, download Zoom.
Right.
And then we talked for about 30 minutes, and we did a podcast. Then the next day, I did a podcast with Scott and some others. And y'all got me hooked on Doctor Who, basically. Nice. So, in a nutshell, it's because of Scott and Joe's repartee that got me hooked on this channel and the others.
Right. Very nice.
Yeah. We were discussing this off air. You're saying about how there's only so many people a lot of times in a cast. And I brought up the fact that so often either the person's busy, like he said, or it's just pretty much the time of day people are not able to attend because they're either asleep or whatever. So people, I'm going to say this quite honestly, pull your head out of your ass and think for a time. Granted, it seems like I'm here all the time because my availability, just like work, is free. And I don't go in till a certain time. I don't get off till a certain time. And as Joe said, a lot of times I'm either casting on another channel with music, or like him, I'm bitching, moaning, and complaining at a video game. And I'm surprised none of you can hear this. What game is he? Hang on, let me wait 5 seconds. Okay, so that's the game he's playing now.
And that's another thing. It's like, I'll tell people, oh, yeah, I'm going to go play my game, right? And I'll play. Like, sometimes on my day off, I'll play, and I'll get a trophy, right? And I'm happy about it. I got a platinum trophy, right? But people will make assessments and a fantasy story that Matrix Lord 212 is not doing that many videos because he can't handle that he's wrong and he's this and he's hiding from his audience. And I'm like looking at it and I'm like, what? And then I get all bent out of shape because this person was my friend on Messenger. He won't come on here, and they were acting one way to me, all friendly and nice, and oh my God, you're getting all this stuff right, great job. And then they'll all over the place say Matrix Lord sucks ass, like everywhere else. And I'm like, wow, what the hell is going on?
Two-faced person, that is.
So I didn't know what that was about. I was like confused. I was like, wait a minute. So, and yes, I do air stuff like that because here's the problem. We've had many situations where out of nowhere there'll be like a Hoovian tube war, and that'll be ridiculous. And before stuff gets escalated and fights and everything else, I don't need someone to go around building an army and starting crap, and the next thing you know, we're having a channel battle, war, whatever. All right? So I want people to know genuinely where I'm coming from with this. Okay? And I tell everyone how it is. And you have to understand, me doing a single video compared to me doing a cast about it, I have to do both because I have to do my side and then people coming in here with me talking about it. So this is something that, look, if we do 1,000 videos a year, which we do or more, you're going to get some videos like this, that it's going to be talking about dirty laundry, talking about whatever.
Ranting.
Yeah, ranting. Which sometimes you don't want to hear about the box office. You know, you want to be down to earth.
You're the only one that to find out how the box office went. I have to watch you because you're the only one that I find on YouTube that does it.
Yeah. So, like, I just don't think, like, people. It's one thing.
As a matter of fact, what did the box office do? I'd like to know.
Yeah, we'll talk about it in the Everything Show. I just have to get this stuff out there. So it's like, it's like just because you don't see stuff in the casts doesn't mean, like, in other words, if we have so many members and you don't see them, that doesn't mean they're not there. Just because you don't see God doesn't mean he's not there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't
just like air. You don't see it, but you know it's there.
You can't just assume. And again, this is my thing that I don't want multiple people in here. Now, if I want to have 10 people in here, there'll be 10 people in here. Do you understand? Like, I'll do that. But, like, I'm not going to do that, like, if I don't want to do that. Like, I'm not going to force the issue. Like, just to, like, you know, look. I try, like, if people want me to talk about Star Wars more, I'll try to cater. And yes, all right, we'll talk more about Godzilla, more Star Wars. Or talk about Discovery. I know there's people that want me to talk about Discovery. I'm against it, but we're going to do Discovery, right? So I'm trying to cater to...
real quick, I know Jay's seen the latest Trek short. It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
I didn't even know there was one out.
Yeah. They're doing a little short Trek thing again.
So I'm trying to.
three.
We're trying to cater to our audience, but not entirely. Because I'm not. You're not gonna change. I'm not gonna change who I am and then affect the whole damn thing. I'm not gonna change the format. I'm gonna do it the way I want to do it. So right now it's Scott, and right now it's Jay. And you know what? People have to understand too that we're not rich. We work. He works. I work. Sally works. Vaughn works. Chris works. Our time schedules are different. And a lot of times we're not all in here because we're working. So
and one of the reasons why I haven't been on is because I am more active in my church, and that's the reason why I'm not on a lot.
And he's a singer too, right? And he performs. And
and they upped the date, and we already had it, and it was good.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh, great, awesome.
And Scott's a DJ.
Yep.
He does that. So if there's times he's not in, it's because he's DJing. Right. And everybody.
Let me ask Scott one question, if I may. Where exactly, what town in Oklahoma are you in?
Tulsa.
Tulsa. Okay, I don't know if that's near where's Tulsa, in the middle?
You know where Oklahoma City is?
Okay, let me tell you where we were. We were in Dallas.
Dallas, Texas?
Yeah. Is that near
Dallas? Yeah, Dallas, Texas.
Could you have come to Dallas real quick or not?
That's a several-hour trip.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if that was close to, because I don't even know how big Texas looks like. I hadn't seen a map of Texas in a long time. But
we'll have crossovers eventually.
Time.
Yeah.
We had a great time.
Yeah.
What's okay, up? Connor.
What's up, Connor?
Because on my screen, Jay was like right in the middle, and he gets shoves over to the left.
So, Connor, this is the Freestyle cast. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you very much.
We're talking because there was these lengthy comments about us, and people think that we have yes men for me. And I was explaining to the general public that you guys, if you have something to say to me, you tell me flat out, right? I mean, you use yourself as an example.
Well, I certainly do, yeah. I don't. Yeah. I would never be a yes man to anyone. I don't really. I saw this. I assume that you're talking about the comment that I think you're talking about.
Yeah.
A lot of that comment, the issue I have is not necessarily the criticism. It's the way that this person assumes how everyone is thinking. That is not the way to convey criticism, because you don't know what we're thinking. I'm thinking I could be thinking a completely different thing to what that comment says. They will never know. That's just. I think that anyone should, when they're criticizing a public figure, which is who you are, on a podcast, they should always do it from their point of view, not from everyone else's. Like saying, "Oh, Scott thinks this." You can see from Scott's face he thinks that. You know, it's like, no, you don't. You do not know that. You're not a psychologist. You're not a mind reader. So just stick to what you know and how you're feeling, not how everyone else is feeling, which you do not know, because I can guarantee you that this person has not spoken to any one of us on this cast to form this opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Right. It's okay for her to have an opinion. I mean, we welcome constructive criticism, and we welcome talking, but there's a lot of other factors in there too, Connor. It's the fact that because, let's just say, she doesn't see Connor Farley in there, that I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, right? That she assumes we have a falling out or something.
Yes.
And I'm going to tell you right now that that's definitely not true at all.
The reason why there has been extended absences recently from myself personally is because just like anyone else in life. I have a 9-to-5 job. I'm busy. You know, like I'm not sat awake waiting for a cast to happen. If I have to go to, I'm in a completely different time zone. But if I have to go to sleep at a certain time, I'll go to sleep at a certain time. Like I'm not staying up until 2:00 in the morning just to do a cast, just to then go to work.
Absolutely.
Half dead. Like what is the point?
Exactly.
It's circumstances happen. Like I wish people like would stop reading so much into things. It's just
God, yes.
ridiculous.
I think the problem is that people fuel this. Like
They're called a shit disturber.
We had that situation where the person that talks to us or comments a lot all of a sudden went heel, and like 1 minute they're friendly to me, and then they start flipping out, creating storylines why I didn't do a cast today. And people believe that, and then it feeds this fantasy. Now, first of all, like, Connor, a lot of times I'll say I'm working, or I'm going to go play PlayStation, or I'm going to go write. That doesn't mean there's this whole storyline behind why we have lack of casts.
Yeah.
How about we're just tired? Like, so this storyline that was created by, I'm just going to say David B, right, is absolutely absurd. Because ask anybody here. We work.
God,
we do things. It's like I'm doing
a life, folks.
I'm doing a book. What does that mean? That means that I'm working with my publisher to edit the book, a whole book that's going to be published and released, plus working a full-time job, plus podcasting, plus sleeping. So obviously you're not going to have 50 casts in a week like maybe you're used to, but there's no storyline behind it. And also, we're not going to do a Real Hoovians cast if there's no friggin' news. And that was another thing. People are mad, genuinely, that we're not doing a lot of Real Hoovians casts. How can we?
There's nothing news to report.
No, there's nothing. And why should we?
Yeah, Con.
There is no news. Like that's not our fault. That's his Chibnall's fault.
Right. So, but then we have another side of it where there's someone in our group that thinks something's wrong with me, and I have a problem, and people need to cure me or something. That
guy is a sycophant and he's an idiot. I'll say that right now. He would follow the sheep wherever they graze. That guy is a lunatic. Absolute lunatic. The things that he puts people through just to then act the way he does is mental. He's mentally ill.
We've had sometimes people that were in our group that when they started out, they were nice. And then we've seen that they would try to totally destroy the group from within, right, Connor?
Yep.
We've had that. So just know that this isn't my first rodeo, okay? There have been many people that have come and gone, and I get a little smarter every time. So I sense and I see this. So when people are going out of their way to try to push me in a certain direction, my spider sense tingles like something's wrong, and then I'll talk to Scott, I'll talk to Con, or I'll talk to the group. Do you think I'm right? Yes or no? And you'll go into details. So we've had this before. We've had someone try to turn the whole show into where every video would get demonetized because it would talk about such things where I can't even have the video up. I would have to have it restricted, you know? And I would see this pattern, and I'd be like, we can't do this, you know? So I just want people to be honest, and instead of creating this whole thing. And when I see a comment there, and it's not even up a short amount of time, and of course I reacted to it quickly, and someone comments to me in our group, like, did this person help you? I'm like, well, obviously you knew about the message before it even got posted, probably.
Yeah.
So to me, it seems to me like it was orchestrated.
Too
Because you're only talking about that one comment, but I got fucking 40 comments. I'm sorry. Like, so why are you just pinpointing that one comment and not like the other ones? So, no offense to any of our cast members, but I'm well aware of when someone's in our group that's looking to, when stuff is like, my spider sense is a tingling, basically. I know stuff's up. I'm not a stupid person.
If someone is being an idiot, they deserve to be called out as an idiot.
Definitely.
And again, I'm about peace. I don't like people fighting with people. I go to be a peacemaker, try to resolve. And I did do a good job. I resolve things, but sometimes you can't change a person. Like, I can't change that person from fighting with everybody, So I can't. So it's that person's character flaw. So then if that's the case, then, maybe they can't be in here. I don't know. But it's just a thing where I am well aware when someone's trying to orchestrate me to go in a different direction. And YouTube's telling me this with the charts, the numbers don't lie, the income, I'm doing better than ever. So why would I change the whole entire thing? We're going to have to continue this cast.
Right.
All right. We'll be right back. Take care. Bye for now.